Coming up this hour, Dr. Evan Anton is traveling the world, saving animals, and chasing his wildlife bucket list. He's previewing his new series, Evan Goes Wild. Also, actor Steve Schirripa. He's taking the stage for a great cause. He tells us all about this year's Garden of Laughs event. Plus, it may be winter, but we're talking about a summer house. The hit reality show Summer House is back. Reality star Hannah Berner tells us what to expect this season. FUBU is back. Damon John talks with Crystal about his iconic brand's comeback in this week's Where'd You Get That?
We love Good Day New York.
We love live TV.
Live TV is so much fun. You should only know what happened in the open. We're going to tell you about it because you are going to meet a globe-trekking veterinarian turned TV star right here in the 9 o'clock hour of Good Day New York.
Yeah, Dr. Evan Anton will take Animal Planet viewers to a whole another level, far corners of the earth to showcase animal populations on the brink of extinction. On Evan Goes Wild, Dr. Evan Anton joining us, and his friend here went wild
On his pants.
just as he was nibbling on the pants. Yeah. So it's a little funky right now, but that's all good. Hi, Evan.
Hi, thanks for having me.
By the way, you didn't miss a beat.
Here.
You're talking about this interesting, what is it, an anteater?
Yeah, it's a lesser anteater, call it anteater or tamandua. That's my favorite name for these guys.
And what is it native to?
These guys are native to Central and South America. They're in the anteater family, and they love fruits here, but they do eat a lot of insects.
Do they go to the bathroom like immediately after they start eating?
No, that was just, I think, him being on stage and really warming up to
nerves.
us.
Yes, nerves.
He's very comfortable around you guys.
And how old is Sid? Sid is his name, right?
Sid, yeah, Sid's about 5 years old. Yeah.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about this particular species.
Absolutely. So these, like I said, they're anteaters.
Aside from what we just learned.
These collared anteaters are amazing climbers, and so they actually have a prehensile tail. And what that means is they can use that tail to hang on branches without holding on by any other limbs.
Okay.
They're incredible climbers, super strong. His little forearms are about as thick as mine, and for a little guy, that's pretty impressive.
Does he attack or anything?
Claws.
Is he like an aggressive animal?
No, these, even in nature, in the wild, they're really pretty harmless little animals.
So does that make them kind of vulnerable?
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, they can protect themselves because they've got a pretty thick skin fur and a pretty thick skin coat and everything.
But
they can't bite.
Like?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Feel it. It's pretty.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah,
it's very unique, but it's coarse but really pretty.
Well, I just won't put it on the backside.
And they have like 16-inch long tongues. And they use those long tongues to lap up insects. And an anteater like this can eat, 8,000–9,000 insects in one day.
Oh, so not just ants, any insect.
It's mostly termites and ants. Yeah, mostly like those high colony insect species.
Doc, tell us a little bit about you, because you love like all these exotic animals.
Yeah. I do. I absolutely do. I've been loving, and I mean, I've been passionate about exotic animals for as long as I can remember, and I've been working with them and traveling the world and volunteering at rescues and whatnot since I was, for like 13 years, since I was 21 years old. And so I'm so excited about Evan Goes Wild because it's really, it's just a testament to what I've been doing for such a long time. And now I have a camera crew with me, but it's all about, traveling the world, exploring new places, working with wildlife, and trying to help animals along the way. And now I've got a camera crew with me.
Yeah, what was some of the crazy animals, that you encountered?
Oh gosh, I mean, I work with bears, elephants, jaguars, crocodiles, snakes, monitor lizards. I mean,
so do they normally trust you when they see you because you have such a familiarity and you know how to approach these different animals? Do they sense it from you?
I don't think they sense that I have a history or familiarity. I think they can just sense a comfort level. Here's the thing, when you work with animals, it's all about reading them and playing off their mannerisms and behaviors and gestures, and I just go off that. And so if I sense, okay, this animal seems okay with my presence, I'm going to get a little bit closer,
Like the bear, for instance.
Yeah, I mean, one of the bears, Yeah, one of the bears I worked with was pretty habituated to people and was okay with his caretakers, and fortunately ended up being pretty okay with me. Mm-hmm. But really, you just have to kind of, you have to listen to the animals and really play off them, honestly.
I mean, wild animals are wild animals. You never know. Crocodile Dundee learned that the hard way. I saw you running after an alligator snapped at you, right? On one of those clips, I think? Did you have an alligator encounter or something? Crocodile?
Oh, you probably saw the big monitor lizard that I was working with. That big lizard.
Oh, that's a lizard?
Yeah. If you
That looked like a crocodile to me.
They're big, so it's the second biggest lizard species in the world. It's an Asian water monitor, and they can be a bit aggressive. That one was a wild one that I was working with. I was worried it had a stomatitis or an infection in its mouth, so I just wanted to take a look at it. But he was a handful.
You have a lizard at home too, and several other pets, right?
I do have a cat. A dog, 2 cats, a tortoise, a lizard, and a snake.
Huh. What about a special someone, Doc? You are the sexiest vet in the world.
And I do have a special someone as well.
So when you're traveling the world, a special someone watches the pets.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she'll help out with that.
All right,
for sure.
so let's see a little clip from your show called Evan Goes Wild.
As a big guy. There's a big lizard sitting right there. Not only that, I think there's something wrong with his mouth. I need to be clear, I have a lot of experience working with monitors, and I don't want anybody trying this at home. All right. Whew.
No, what is this called? What kind of snake is that?
It's a monitor lizard. It's a water monitor, and that subspecies is native specifically to the island of Palawan in the Philippines.
So strong.
And that's where I mean, they're little Godzillas. They are so strong. They're just made of muscle.
Now, we have another friend of yours coming in right now.
So this mandrill needs a teddy bear.
Why does the mandrill need a teddy bear?
They love to bond to little things, and often with primates in captivity, it's a teddy bear.
Right.
And she has this one specific teddy bear that she loves, and it's called her pony, but it's really a little giraffe there. But we just call it her pony for some reason. She doesn't know the difference. She's got about 4 of them that we rotate and have available because they get pretty dirty all the time.
Kind of hyper like this?
Yeah, I mean any juvenile mammal
she's still a little
can
girl.
be. Oh yeah, she's young. She's 6 months old. She's got a ton of growing to do.
She's taking off your microphone, by the way.
Yes. Are you exploring? Are you exploring?
So how big will she get?
This species grows up to be the largest monkey species in the world.
Oh,
so
gosh.
not the same as
I think she's a doctor in training.
Yes,
she's checking your ears.
She's looking at my ears, making sure my mic is okay.
How do you travel with these animals, by the way?
I don't travel with animals like this. I just work on native wildlife wherever I go. It's okay. It's okay. There's your monkey. Hey, here's your bag. Come here.
Oh, my God.
So is this an aggressive type animal? I just like to know.
It certainly can be in the wild.
It can be, because I just need to know with my stilettos on if I got to run in a second.
No. She's going to hang out with me. She's cool.
You ever see those cute little YouTube videos? The anchor's having a great time with the animals, and the next thing their face is gone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh. No.
Okay.
We're not. That's not going to happen.
So will she stay in sort of like captivity with you? She couldn't fare well in the wild, could she?
No. She's an educational animal.
Okay.
She's not going to fare in the wild. I'm going to let her.
Let her go back? Yeah.
I'll let her hang out.
What was her name?
Her name is Mishka. She's 6 months old.
Mishka.
And again, she is a female mandrill. So these are, again, the biggest monkey species. They're related to drills and baboons. They're found in equatorial Africa in the jungles out there. And she's much better with her caretaker, Jamie.
So what are you feeding her?
Yeah.
Grapes.
Grapes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're omnivores.
No bananas?
Yeah, they would eat. They could eat bananas and fruits and whatnot, and they're omnivores, so they could eat little insects and some very small animals as well.
Pretty smart too.
Yeah. And so have you guys seen Lion King? Have you guys seen Rafiki from Lion King?
Yes.
So Rafiki has that red and blue on his muzzle.
Yes.
The males grow up to have that. So they're really, I mean, they're like the most beautiful monkey when they grow up. Females don't have as much of that coloration, but they grow up to be a really impressive animal.
So what do you do in your downtime, Doc, when you're not like traveling around the world with all these different creatures that are facing extinction and trying to help them? What are you doing?
I mean, I am a veterinarian, and I practice outside of Los Angeles at Conejo Valley Vet Hospital. So I see patients there, and I see exotic animals. We see some wildlife as well, and then, of course, lots of dogs and cats.
Right.
And, I mean, I love to travel personally, and so just seeing the world on my own is something I'm passionate about. And I love, fitness and exercise and hiking and getting outdoors and snowboarding when I get time. So, typical stuff, I guess.
I was just wondering, I mean, you're very serious about your profession and everything, and yet there's like this whole thing, the sexy veterinarian and stuff like that. Does that bother you, or are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it. I mean, honestly, it wasn't necessarily a professional goal of mine to go down that road, but honestly, it's been a means of me to raise awareness for wildlife conservation and teach people about animals and about veterinary medicine and just get more outreach. It's just been a positive thing for me, so I've embraced it and been pretty okay with it.
And how can we see the show?
You can see it on Animal Planet. It's on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Right.
Evan Goes Wild is the name of it.
Exciting.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Thanks
guys
for bringing
so
your
much.
friends with
Thank
you.
And
for
by the
having
way,
me.
thank you. I mean, like the guy before we go on the air, I mean, like there was a mishap with the animal. Well, it was, it
went
was
to the
natural.
bathroom.
It was a normal,
thing.
natural.
And you literally handled it, just brushed it off. By Lori and I were like,
It's not the first time I've been pooped on.
Of
not
course
gonna
not.
lie. Yeah.
It's good luck, you know. So they say.
Well, yeah, that's excellent.
we've been pooped on too, but not in that matter. But anyway, thanks so
That's
much.
the honest to
Doc.
goodness truth. Thanks,
Thank you
Doctor.
guys. Right
All
on.
the best to you. All right, Mike Woods, what's going on with the weather?
All right, good morning. Let's show you what's happening with the weather. First of all, our temps are well below normal. Our temperatures will top out in the upper 20s to low 30s this afternoon. About 30 for you in East Hampton, 29 Central Park, 25 in Allentown. So some very cold stuff. Temps running about 15 to 20 degrees colder than normal. We start you off at around 16 in White Plains, 19 for you in Central Park, and 13 in Scranton. So some very cold stuff out there. That and the fact that we also have some wind, and it's actually a pretty decent wind coming in from the west-northwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour, makes it feel considerably colder than it actually is. Right now, the wind chill factor down to 1 degree in White Plains, feels like 6 in Central Park, and it feels like 3 below still in Monticello. So there's lots of sunshine out there, but with the cold temp and the wind, it still doesn't feel great for us around the tri-state region. We're trying to come out of it, but it's going to take a few more days. We have a sunny sky right now. That's what we're going to see for the majority of the day, but later in the afternoon, a few clouds start popping up, especially in upstate New York, a little closer to that trough, and that's where you're probably going to see some light snow showers or flurries in that area, but sometimes some of that light snow that develops does make it down into the core of the tri-state, and the Futurecast is picking up on some of those patchy little snow showers that want to drift into the tri-state region, but it doesn't look like we get a whole heck of a lot out of it. We're going to see a sunny sky take back over as we head into tomorrow, but your temps are still staying below normal. As long as we have that west and northwest flow, our temps are going to stay below normal, pretty much in the deep freeze today and tomorrow. We might barely pop out of it tomorrow, but it still looks like it's going to be a very cold one, and for the most part dry, with the exception of the few flurries that do pop up later this afternoon. Again, mostly to the northwest. High temp goes up to 29 today, with the west wind coming through at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Low tonight drops down to 18 again for you with a mostly clear sky, and as we go through the next 7 days, high of 29 today, 33 for you tomorrow, 37 for you on Friday, and another chance of rain coming through on Sunday. Don't forget the Fox 5 NY weather app. That's at the iTunes Store and Google Play Store. All set to go. Lori and Roe, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. So there was a big interview this morning. Singer R. Kelly, you know, everybody's talking about what he did or didn't do with underage girls,
Especially,
and now he's speaking out.
After that documentary that really triggered all the talk again. So R&B singer, he's sitting down for his first interview since being charged with sexual abuse of 4 people. Baruch joining us now, some excerpts from that interview.
Absolutely. We've been watching these, interviews, and everyone's been fixed to their TVs. This interview went about 80 minutes yesterday, and it's been airing throughout the morning on CBS. And look, singer R. Kelly got very emotional as he sat down for the interview. Some of these allegations date back around 25 years. Now, in the interview with CBS, Kelly claimed that the allegations are absolutely false. Take a look.
So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You feel that people have maligned your
I
character.
have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding.
Stupid.
Now, Gail also asked him, have you ever had sex with somebody underage? And he said, absolutely not. He continued to say he never had